birthday, my little gem stars. Welcome to your June 2017 RuneScope with me. My name once again is Amanda. This month for your reading I will be using in conjunction with the runes, the beautiful Tarot Art Nouveau. And this is by Linnea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli, our old friend, Antonella. She does a lot of, I don't know how she has free time. She's working on a lot of decks out there. And then of course, be sure to join me over on Vimeo after this reading because I will be pulling one card from the Animal Messages deck, a beautiful deck by Susie Green. And we'll see what animal totem you should be on the lookout for in June and what additional wisdom we can get. Spiritual guidance readings are over on my Vimeo page. The link is below. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow beneath the video, depending on what device you're on. And that opens the details section where all of my information can be found. We are now halfway through the year, so it's a good time to re-watch the 2017 overview videos I posted at the beginning of the year because you can kind of see where you are, what's already happened, and what is yet to come in the scheme of things. I will include the link here. Just click or tap the little I info button here in the video if you want to kind of refresh your memory on that. Also next month over on Vimeo, I will be posting a mid-year check-in reading. Getting ready to record those after I'm done with these monthlies. So that's going to cover July through December of 2017. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you have not yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so you can get updates whenever I post the videos. They'll just go, new videos will go right to your feed and you won't have to search for me. But let's jump into June for my Geminis. First, we're going to see which runes want to speak to my gem stars for June 2017 Gemini. Okay. Oh, we had one try to escape, but I'm gonna grab it. It's always pertinent. Now, as always, Gemini, this is a free sample reading, if you will, very general. I encourage you to watch the video for your rising sign as well as always to get additional wisdom and messages that will also apply or resonate with you. For anything far more specific or specific questions that need answers, you need to schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They are $70. Just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. Your birthday can be a great time to get a reading because it is the start of your new year. So do drop me a line and we will get you scheduled, Gemini, if you want some more specific messages and answers. But let's take a look in general. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. What we've got for you guys in June. Challenge your focus. Well, I really feel like you are finding joy. You are in pursuit of that. And this may, again, with the cups, we're always talking about emotions. With the 10 of Cups particularly, it may be like family. So maybe you want a family. Maybe you want to start a family. Maybe your partner wants to start a family. There's some sort of challenge coming up around this. But still, it's going to be a good month because Wunyo is here and it's in the upright. So yes, there's joy. Yes, there is a lot of fun being had. Maybe there's a family reunion or everybody coming together, but there may be one person missing. With this, it's just like it's not quite complete. Our happiness, our joy, there's just maybe one thing missing. And it's like, this is great. If I could just, if that one person were just here. And it could be somebody that, you know, maybe there's been a falling out, or it could be someone who passed away. And it's like, in those cases, you always have to remember that they are there in spirit, especially when the whole family is coming together. They always check in. Or always send those events. So ask for, check in on those events or attend those events is what I meant to say. But yeah, look for messages that may be coming in at those events or in the days surrounding, because if you ask for a message, if you ask if someone is around who's passed on, they will let you know. Maybe through animals. Again, don't forget to check out your spiritual guidance. It'll let you know maybe which animal to be on the lookout for. Yeah, there's still a lot of joy. I feel like June is going to be a month of celebrations. Maybe this is your birthday everybody's coming together for. But yeah, anyone who's missing or who can't make it, that could be the thing too. It's like maybe someone you really want there has a conflicting event, and it's just like, this is great, I'm still having a great time, it's just unfortunate that this one person couldn't be there, or you know, there was a conflict with someone being here. You have a lot of just a gut feeling around this, though, if it's someone who is that you have had maybe an argument with, or if there's been a conflict, you're having good feelings about this being resolved, or you know, maybe it's not even you, maybe it's other members of the family, and you just have a really good feeling about how this is going to turn out or work out, or that there's eventually going to be a reconciliation. So you may be keeping that to yourself, though, Gemini. It may be because I'm kind of seeing, my spirit guide's kind of doing this with the tight lips, so it may be like you're not wanting to kind of share your feelings or your intuitions about this, because you don't want to, maybe you don't want everybody else's input, or you don't want anybody to kind of contradict what you're feeling. And that's fine. You know, it does seem that you are getting these feelings, of course, as intuition always is, from spirit, from your spirit guides, maybe from this loved one, some of you, a loved one who has crossed over, because maybe some of you are dealing with, you know, yes, there's this rift in the family, two people who aren't talking, but then there's also this loved one who maybe passed, who would have been able to patch it up, or who you feel like if they were just here, like if mom or dad or grandma or grandpa was just here, this wouldn't be happening, or they would know how to fix it. I just so wish I could talk to them right now about and get their advice and wisdom. So sorry about that, Gemini. The batteries decided to quit right when I was in the middle of kind of a big thing, as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, just because your loved ones have crossed over doesn't mean you can't still get their wisdom and advice. You just have, you know, you can get it through people who do what I do. You know, you can ask for signs, messages about what you should do. I mean, they're still hearing you. A lot of times they will come to you in dreams. You know, I've talked to a lot of people, and I myself have experienced just having long conversations with someone who's crossed over in a dream state. And it could be that you're discussing something very pertinent, or that the messages and their advice come through in that way. So you don't feel like you have to, like you are separated, because we're really not. Now the present energy, so this would be late May, early June, surrounding you. We've got the Nine of Rods. So again, this could kind of be like you're expecting a fight, you're expecting a battle, you're expecting to have to deal with someone who is not doing their part, not living up to their potential. Because the runes we have here indicate like a secret coming out about someone who is either like lazy, maybe not putting in the effort, either in a relationship, on the job, at home, around the house. I mean, you know, it could be any area, but it's like someone who is supposed to do something or do their part, and they are not. And it could be that the secret coming out is that they didn't do something they were supposed to do, or maybe there's a reason that they're not able to do what they're supposed to be doing. When this rune comes up, it could be due to some sort of addiction issue, some sorts of, you know, mental health issue. There could be some physical ailment that's, or that could be what they're saying, and then what comes out could be that, you know, they were lying. They weren't actually sick, or they don't actually. What's coming to mind is someone who kind of posts on social media sometimes saying that they have to go to the hospital about this or that, or they have this extreme ailment, and then come to find out they don't have that. Now, Gemini, these energies can always work in both ways. So maybe, you know, it could be you that said this, or it could be you that lied to get out of something, and now like someone's found out that you were maybe elsewhere, and you're expecting an argument or some kind of battle about it. But for many of you, I feel like this has been ongoing, because this is a 9, so it's not a new thing. So, and I am feeling like for some of you, this is on the job, and you either having to cover for someone, or you being held responsible for someone else's laziness or lack of clarity, lack of attention to So yeah, you may be calling, or it may be that you have to call them on the carpet for something. This could also be somebody trying to blame you for something. Again, that was their fault, Gemini. So again, probably while you're watching this, many of you are going to know what I'm talking about, because this is already kind of happening, or you're in the midst of it when you're watching this. The help that's going to be available to you, this is interesting because we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So this is an offer for a new financial beginning. So a new job, a new, a promotion, a new source of income. So with this, coupled with this, it could be that someone is, maybe was competing with you for a promotion, or competing with you to get a job, and you get it. And now they're trying to, make it seem like they were more qualified, or that you weren't, and maybe even putting some of their mistakes onto you, or blaming you for something that wasn't your fault, just out of spite. Doesn't have to be in the workplace, but I do feel like for many of you this is, because we've got the Pentacles here and another rune. Indicating that this is going on. For some of you, I feel like this is like someone you reported and they are now getting fired. And they're trying to find some excuse, or coming up with reasons or excuses why this is unfair, or, this shouldn't have happened, etc., etc. So, but again, there's a new financial beginning. This could also just be a new work environment. If you're not a working Gemini, this could just be a new investment, or a new bank, anything to do with tangible results here. But yeah, I am seeing like some conversations where you are, although I don't think you're going to have to defend. I don't feel like this person was overly trusted anyway, whoever this is. So, for some of you, you're just waiting for the answer to a mystery of like where someone's been, what they've been doing. Why haven't you been in touch? Or, why did you miss this family event? Why did you, I wanted to get that out there. That was going back to the challenge here. But, yeah, I'm just seeing some gossip and things spread around, maybe for many of you, coming out from someone who's jealous that you got the job, you got the promotion, you got into this school they wanted to go to. Again, Ace of Pentacles is any new beginning that is tangible. It's usually related to career and money, but doesn't have to be. Somebody may be jealous that you won something, something physical, or that, someone left you a possession in a will, or something of that nature. But, again, whoever is exhibiting this sort of behavior, it's not new. Like everybody's, no one's surprised. So just stay positive, because you're going to come out on, on the right side of right, so to speak. And that whatever they're saying, whatever gossip, or, whatever is being said, this person doesn't back up, they don't have any follow through. So everybody, they've kind of let everyone else down too around them. So it's going to be kind of like the boy who cried wolf. No one is going to believe what they're saying, because they've, displayed bad behavior so many times, that they're not going to be believed. Now, what must be accepted is that it's interesting. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And then we've also got Fehu in reverse. So sometimes this can be an offer that's withdrawn, or not getting the job. But I feel like this is coming up, because these are like the exact opposite of each other. So for those of you that it's you, that is the one who is always like maybe making promises, not following through, or if you're not doing your work, you could be losing a gig, losing your job. Those of you that have been, and this is someone else, whatever they're saying, they're gonna lose the job. And you're gonna maybe either benefit from it, you may be taking this person's position, or there's something about divine timing happening in June when it comes to job loss or money loss. And karma, because the Wheel of Fortune is all about karma. So again, we're talking about if you've done your work, been a good little Boy Scout, Girl Scout, done whatever you need to do, particularly on the job or career-wise, you're gonna get payment for that, good or bad. Good or bad. The way this also may work is that some of you may not get a promotion, but get a brand new job, or, you know, an offer may be withdrawn or taken off the table. But it's because there's a better one coming in. Again, divine timing. There's gonna be, it's not the right gig for you. Don't hold on to, and you are an air sign. So it's easier for you to detach from things and not get as attached to outcomes usually as other signs. But yeah, I wouldn't get attached to outcomes in June if you can possibly avoid it, particularly where money and jobs are concerned, which can be difficult because we want what we want. We have our wishes and things, but because, I don't know, there's something that you can't see from where you are. And that's the case of any of us at any given time. That's why you're watching these videos, right? To get an idea. So yeah, they are saying there is something about a possible job, a possible gig that would end up being a disappointment. Again, maybe it would be one of those things where they hire you, you work for a few months, and then they let you go because they can't afford to keep full-time workers on. There's something about it that's unstable. So anything that falls through, it's because there's something more stable and better money coming in at the right time, which may not be June for some of you. Now the outcome, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse and Gifu. So, yeah, for many of you, June may not be the month for a new partnership, whether in love or job. But it's still coming in, it's on the way. You're gonna be getting money from somewhere. So if you're out of work or if you lost a job previously, there's gonna be a new source of income. So even if you're not starting in June, many of you are gonna have a start date, I feel, by the end of June, but it just may not be. Because I feel like with this in reverse, you're like, you may not be working yet, you have a start date for July, but you've got all this other stuff you gotta finish up. Maybe you have got to, you know, do some stuff with the house or find a sitter or there's a lot of stuff you have to kind of get in place before you can take on this new job or start this new job. Some of you may have to cancel a vacation because you're starting a new job. There's a new partnership, a new gig, and you need the money, so you have to cancel your vacation or delay it for a few months. But yeah, Four of Swords in reverse is about not being able to retreat, not being able to hide. That's another thing, Gemini. So again, anyone who's lied to a partner, whether it's a work partner, your company, your boss, a friend or family member, your mate, boyfriend, girlfriend, someone you're dating, you know, with this rune in reverse, it's always like secrets coming out, especially those you don't want coming out. So, Gemini, if there's something, if you're watching this on the May side, and there's something you don't want anyone to know, I would definitely cover your tracks, or maybe consider just coming clean. Honesty is always the best policy. Nobody likes a liar, basically. It's pretty universal. Yeah, consider whether or not it would just, you know, yeah, it may get you in some hot water, but at least you would be maybe, again, karmically treating someone the way that you would want to be treated here. I don't think it's, I mean, you don't have any major arcana outside the Wheel of Fortune here, Gemini, so I don't think it's a cataclysmic, awful month. I don't think it's a super heavy month, and your challenge coming up is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Again, that's kind of like challenge light. So, but yeah, there's something brewing here, I feel like, and it's gonna lead to, at the right time, again, either censure or reward for you. And it's just gonna depend on how honest you've been in your dealings with people, how much effort you've put in on the job. And Geminis are generally very, very good workers. So again, I feel like for most of you, this is not about you. This is about you kind of dealing with flack from someone else who may be jealous, or and you may be feeling like you're not able to retreat, or, you know, so you may be addressing it head on. So maybe in an effort to avoid confrontation, you know, you're just avoiding this person or not talking about what's being said. But, you know, I feel like with this in reverse, you should confront this. If something unfair is being said about you, if your reputation, if someone's lied about you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse is upset with you, you know, you need to confront it head on and get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, it may just be making you look guilty for something that you're not guilty of, Gemini. So yeah, just keep vigilant, stay aware of what's being said about you through the channels, and address it if necessary. Set the record straight. I mean, you know, we all have the right to correct slander if someone's doing that to us. It's not cool. So, but again, I kind of feel like this may be like 1 week out of the month. I really feel like it's going to be a pretty good month. I think your birthday's going to be sweet. I think you are going to come together and celebrate with friends and family, you know, and you are going to enjoy the people that are able to make it, or the people that are, you know, wanting to take you out to celebrate. If one person can't make it, or if there's a conflict, I do feel like maybe they will celebrate with you at a later date or make it up to you. And again, those of you that are missing someone that's crossed over at an event like that, just remember that they are always with you and always check in. So that's what I see for June, Gemini. I am going to focus on this secret and what's coming out here in this Fehu in reverse over on your Vimeo reading. So join me over there. I'm going to pull one card from the Animal Messages deck. Going to see which animal totem you should be on the lookout for. Could be how the spirit message is coming through in the month of June. So meet me over there, and I'll see you back here for next month's reading. Thanks for watching.